Hey, fellow gamers. Oh gosh. What's popping, fellow gamers? Spoiler alert. Today's stream is a library reveal. Ten out of 10 would recommend. All right, has Minecraft started yet, or what's up with that? Oh, it's nice. I wonder who's gonna be on tonight. Good, it's looking good. Hippity hop in there. Jared, my boy. Oh, it is pouring down rain. Jared's in here. Get those rain ASMR sounds going here. Ooh, should we do some shaders with the rain? That'd be kind of fun. Oh, I don't have Optifine. Did I not turn on Optifine? Whatever. Imagine it looked real pretty. So yes, I wanted to clarify that the building that Lauren kept calling a bank yesterday, that's my library. The bank is coming later, and it's gonna actually look like a bank. So, and Jared, if you're listening, I have bought a couple things from the shop. What do you call it? The charity shop. Also, love the design of the little hand-holding heart. It looks beautiful. Really, really well done. And I think I'm going to end up using this shop a lot, actually, because quite often do I, like, run out of, like, odd bits and bobs. And your shop came in very handy. I took some paper. Is that what I took? Did you have paper in here? Or no. I took leather. Yeah, that's what it was. Took leather and gave a generous donation. Oh, speaking of donations, I forgot to put them in. You're supposed to put them in here, aren't you? Pay here what you think is a fair trade. Yeah. Oh, you already found it. Okay. Sorry, next time I'll put it in where it actually goes. Apologies. Okay, so Iron Farm is up and running. Nobody's used it yet, probably because people still have a ton of residual iron left over from the last Iron Farm. But here's the thing, unless other people get their own Iron Farm, eventually they're going to come crawling back to me. Yeah, I want to get some leather from my shop earlier, and it was all gone, lol. Sorry. It went to a good cause. Cause? That's not how you spell it, is it? Am I losing my mind? Okay, so yeah, that's the Iron Farm. I've also detailed a little bit, or started detailing the interior of this house, because I think this is going to be my personal kind of storage base house thing for the high street, so I don't like constantly have to fly back to my house. Plus, I just had a ton of building materials that were just laying around, so I figured I'd clean them up and store them in here. It's not getting used, which leaves, I believe, 5 buildings that still need to be filled, which is pretty good, all things considered. So it's it was definitely worth getting some diamonds. Yeah, nice. So we have this building, which is probably the most generic, standard-looking building out of all of them. That was the first building that I designed, and it is very basic and simple. In fact, is anybody using that type? Oh, Jared, here it is for the whatchamacallit. Why do I have YouTube pulled on my phone when I have a second monitor now? So epic. There we go. Let's stream up. Gorgeous. Okay, but all this is all this means nothing. Well, it means something, but the library I'm super hyped about. So let's go check out the library. Also, I noticed that Isaac seems to be deconstructing his build, which is kind of sad. That was an original build. I hope he's not just tearing it down and leaving it. I hope he's tearing it down and rebuilding it. So, just to make sure that it's not confused to be the bank, I put in big bold letters, public library. Hey E, glad to see you this afternoon. How you doing, man? Public library. This is the first build I've ever done that I've used letters for banners. Banners for letters? Whatever, you get the point. Yeah, there it is. Quick question. Would it look better? Nah, it looks fine. So the idea with this this library is it is like at the end of the high street. So it's kind of like some cool sounds. Dead end on the high street there. And what the idea is, the bank is going to go right here. Library's there. People take my iron from the iron farm that I made. They come to the bank and they sell their iron to villagers for diamonds. And then they take those diamonds and they go right across the street and trade with librarians for enchanted books. So this will now be our main hub for enchanting items. And it says public library. I don't think I'm gonna. At first, I thought maybe I would make people pay to use it, but I don't think I will. It's a public library. Like, it's so nice. Like, it's costing me nothing to have this here except for time to put it up. But I really enjoyed putting it up. So I think it's just going to be my gift to the lowly peasants of this server. Thanks, E. I appreciate it. So, theoretically, you can come over. The bank will be free to use too. And you can come over, use the bank, come in here, and enchant all you want. And I believe there is, so there'll be 2 per stall. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 20, and then 20 on the other side. That's 40. That should be enough villagers to cover anything you'd ever need. Yeah. And then if you want to do regular enchanting, there's enchanting tables there on either end. But yeah, pretty happy with how it turned out. It's a very different structure than what I normally build with. That's not true. It's actually very similar. It's just the glass roof that's different. I really like how the glass roof turned out. It looking nice. Let me go update the map so we can get kind of an idea of where we're going with this thing. Because the problem is, right, is my brain is in like hyper build mode for the last like month. I don't know why. It just happens like once every 2 years. I have designs for a ton more building, and I just don't know, because I don't want to build everything and then I won't give anybody room to do their own stuff. So I'm leaving big portions and big streets open for people to build on, but I'm also wanting it to look pretty and interesting for people. So here's what I'm thinking. Looking at this map, there's little houses that can go here, or maybe I have plots set aside for houses to go right there. We'll see if that actually works, but just to fill up that area a bit more. Obviously the bank goes there, but then this is a really long strip of road that I think what I'll do is I will kind of scatter builds throughout it. So I'll put maybe 6 builds, just like 3 on this side, 3 on that side, just kind of scattered out. And then people can build next to or in between those. And then we'll be good to go. But then, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a perfectly enclosed thing. It's this giant rectangle. Is the off-brand city, high street, shopping center. It's everything. This is it. So really, all that's left is cleaning this up a bit, adding lights so that they match the other street, match the street everywhere, and then that's pretty much it, man. That's everything done. And that roof really looks nice. Okay, but that's going to be put on pause because you know what? While I've been working on this, Jared has been working just as much on his own projects, and I want to go check him out. So Jared, is your mini game ready to be played? I feel like it's been ready for a while. We just haven't gotten over to play it yet. Oops. Go out my back door here. Mini games. Look at that. Okay, I have not been over here since Jared has, basically since last time I was on stream. So, okay, those are the same. Mini game is ready. Yeah. Okay, so I believe this is. I'll just PvP. Okay, right. Place bets in barrel. Winning team takes all. Breadcrumb, brick, breaker. To play, 2 players, 2 player/teams collect kit and pickaxe from boxes at orange and magenta corners. Then climb your tower, ring the bell to start and jump in the arena. Mine away. To win, make your opponent fall. Last team standing wins. To play again, turn on refill power switch. It will auto build. What in the heck? PS, you may have to flick switch on, off, on to get it to start working. Perfect. Refill power switch, off, on. Ah, right. Okay, so place bets and barrel. Winning team takes all. So it's chicken. We're betting chicken. That's tough. Okay, Jared, do you wanna play with me? Should we hop on Discord? I'm gonna pull up Discord real quick. Hold on. Oh, say, can you see? I'm sure I did type. Oh, I did. One sec. Let me find my headphones. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes. Yo.
Hello.
One sec. Let me find my headphones. Sounds good.
How's it
All
going?
right, perfect. It's going good. How about you?
Nice. It's going great.
I'm excited about this game. I feel like I'm gonna be rubbish at it, as I'm rubbish at all the games.
It's not been balanced or tested, so
Oh, okay.
first public test.
Excellent. Okay, so I took off all my armor. My taskbar is empty. Should I store my stuff somewhere?
You can do.
Are we? Because we're gonna die, right?
No.
There's no way we die?
It is damage free.
Ah, nice. Okay, so I pick up a pickaxe, and I wear my team color. Is that right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. And then I climb up on this side. Beautiful. Okay.
Alright.
I'm ready. Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Up. What just happened?
You win 55 chicken.
Oh, good.
Double or nothing.
Okay. I guess I probably should have put some bet in. I've got be willing to bet like stone cutter. You like stone cutters?
Yeah. I always need a good stone cutter.
How do I get out?
You can't.
Okay, so I'm just
That's a good point. Whoever wins
is just back in the.
here.
But I mean, I can just dig down and then I'm out, right? But if we wanted to rematch, I could just stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. 3, 2, 1, fight.
I'm a parkour legend, dude. Back off. Oops, sorry.
Punching aloud.
It was an accident, I promise. Oh no! Nice, dude. I forgot I didn't have wings.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you always wear wings. Do I need to collect these blocks?
No,
Does it matter?
They're
You got
kind of just
you got an endless amount of this, don't you?
casualties now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, tiebreaker. That's a really cool system. Yeah, we took out quite a lot of stone that time. Satisfying. You know what? You know what's really interesting about some Minecraft textures, like cobblestone, dirt, sand, gravel. They have 4 different variants. Actually, I don't think cobblestone is. Yeah, never mind. Cobblestone is it? But dirt, gravel, and sand, and a few other blocks have 4 different orientations that are random. So when you put them on the ground, it actually looks so hard to explain this. But like, you know how the grass is made up of all different pixels?
Yeah.
Well, this block is different to this block. Do you see that? See how they're not perfect?
Aren't they all just random dots of color?
Well, they could be, but I believe I could be wrong. But I believe they're just rotating 90 degrees. So there's just 4 different variations of grass, and they're randomly. It's randomly. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that makes a flat surface look really nice compared to like cobblestone where it's repeating textures and it looks ugly.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a what they call procedural texturing. All right, this is tiebreaker. Excuse me.
You can ring the bell this time.
All right. Hold on, I gotta pull up. Love how quickly he evolved and make beautiful builds and mini games. I know, it's crazy. Like you've advanced in the last 2 months what I've done in like 10 years. All right, here we go.
Like you're messing with me.
Ah!
Hey, got it.
I thought a good strategy would be to not dig and just run. Thought that would be fun. It didn't work very well though.
My chicken back. Haha.
Nice, bro. You get your chicken back. But I feel like I should give you something.
I mean, that is kind of the point of
Stonecutter. Stonecutter.
My inventory is full of cobble. Here we go. Nice.
That's beautiful. Just trying to see how you.
Where did you go?
How this is even done. Sorry, I'm on top of the game.
Right.
Investigating.
It's well hidden within the architecture.
Nice. Yeah, it looks really nice.
The only thing I can't figure out is to make it like start fully going, you have to turn it on and off and on again.
Yeah.
Something with an observer, I assume, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how that works.
Dude, I'm just impressed you were able to do this. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Nice.
This is really, really nice. Oops.
Also, so I've made Connect 4.
Oh my goodness.
This one I'm quite... The architecture isn't done yet, but the game itself is.
Okay. Cool.
Hold on.
So you're still fixing up the outside. Oh, this is really fun.
So there's this barrel over here.
Yeah.
Have,
some sand?
Orange stuff.
Okay.
So you just like plop it in, and you press a button, and it shoots it over.
And it throws it in? So you decide which you want to be on, and you throw it, you put it at the target, or above the target?
Yeah.
Or anywhere in that vicinity?
Yeah. Target or above the target.
Okay, sweet.
And then press a button.
Oh, right. Oh, that's really fun.
It's, found it on a random video on YouTube, and I was messing around in creative to get it to work, and it's quite fun.
Nice. That's beautiful. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put a stand. I was like, what happened?
Then currently I'm working on the redstone over here to make the lamps alternate between orange or purple to
Oh, whose turn it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Let's see. I'm not a wizard at Connect 4.
Used to play this game non-stop at a kids club I used to run.
Oh yeah.
Kids, they loved Connect 4.
Nice.
I had to pretend not to be good at it and not be good.
Gosh.
No
Yeah,
lighting
I don't have a lot of options here. You sleeping? Oh, that's good. Bum bum bum. Oof. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, this is pretty much your game. I'm just prolonging the inevitable. Okay, this is fantastic. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Do you have any predictions for Minecon this weekend?
The sniffer's gonna win, and
Yeah.
my best bet is archaeology. Is gonna be 1 point whatever. This is getting slightly out of hand here. What are you excited about?
I'm just excited for my first Minecon.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a big deal to be initiated into the Minecraft world.
Yeah, dude. They're typically pretty disappointing.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And I'm guessing it's not aimed at like 20 to 30-year-olds. So.
No. No, it's very childish, unfortunately.
I'd love for them to give us some more inventory space. That would be cool.
That would be nice. Didn't know that that way there are blocks that are really better for just plain blocks. Yeah, something you don't really think about very often. Okay, where are we at here? Good grief.
It I have the mod on that like makes the glass all smooth, and
Win.
you just win. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Give me chicken.
I don't have a betting barrel here yet.
Oh. It's alright.
Here you have a chicken.
Good game, bro.
And then when you're done, you press the little button right there,
Mm-hmm.
and it resets everything.
Ooh, that's satisfying. Dude, this is so well done. That is really nice. I love it. So then does it all go back in the barrel? It does. Wow. That is impressive. So what would happen if you press the button with me right here?
Great question.
Oh, I'm not quite as light.
Than I thought.
I'm too fat.
Oh yep, this is my current
That's beautiful,
project.
man.
Just now make it look nice.
Very exciting. No, that is really, really fun. No, I think people in Minecraft have wanted more inventory space for a very long time. And the idea of a backpack being added has been, talked about for forever, and people have anticipated it being at Minecon for so long. But at this point, I don't know. I don't know what I don't think they'll ever put it in. I think because they put in shulker boxes, now they're just like, well, It'd be kind of silly to add in a backpack.
Yeah, I guess
But
that makes sense.
even if the backpack, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like storage really isn't a problem with shulkers. It's just it would make things go faster if you had a backpack, and it would basically work like a double chest. You would have double the amount of storage, and it would just make it to where things would be a lot quicker to access things. And
Just more convenient.
yeah, and you could even make it to where it replaces the elytra, so it's not like completely game breaking and too powerful. You know, if you want a backpack, you have to give up your elytra.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fair. Yasser. So are you gonna build something on the street, bro?
No.
Besides your cave building?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's. I'm good at established boundaries, but as soon as you give me full creative control over an entire square, I don't know what to do with that.
Nice.
So I've appreciated the pre-built buildings because I feel like I can do something with that.
Yeah.
I
It's
had to
been
take
fun.
a break on my boat because I'm stuck because I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
to finish it off.
Oh really? What's lacking?
Currently, a roof.
All
I
right.
know how to do a good roof. That yeah, that I like.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, roofs are they make or break your build.
Mm-hmm.
You could have, crazy good idea, really good color and shape, but if your roof doesn't look nice, um, yeah, it can just completely deflate your build. Because it's weird how our eye works. Our eyes are naturally drawn upward, especially when it's to buildings.
Mm.
And where we stop is at the roof. And so, we check out the building, and the last thing we think about the building is we think about the roof design. So when we walk away from a build, what's subconsciously in our mind is the top half of it where the roof is. And if it just doesn't look quite right, we walk away being like, well, that's dumb looking. So yeah, it is. It's the most important part. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need moss blocks. I'm all out of moss blocks.
I have yet to find any whatever kind of caves they're called with moss and stuff on this world.
A lush cave. Yeah, yeah, they're
Are
nice. You haven't
they
found
very
one?
well hidden or
Uh,
brave enough to
you know what? I really haven't. I found maybe 2 of them, but they are pretty hard to find. Yeah. I think it's because they typically grow. Excuse me. Close to land, or like they are generated
go? Right.
close to the surface because they wanted not the mangrove, the azalea trees to
Yeah.
blend with them or whatever. But so I think when you are in a cave and you're looking for them, it's hard to find them because they're all above you. But the entrances are hard to find because they're small above. So yeah, it's tricky. Okay, I'm looking for bone meal. Do I have any of that? Yes, I do. All right, I'm gonna go get me a bunch of moss, and I'm gonna try to decorate the center courtyard here around our tree. And I'm gonna retexture the whole thing to match this new color palette I have. There's some moss over here somewhere. Is it over here? There's a patch of moss, I swear. Yeah. No, that's... Okay, well. There's some moss carpet used on your build. It's not the same. So do you think I should leave the other street just completely open? Do you think people will build there if I do that?
feel like it's nice for an option for them to build somewhere. Say like
Yeah.
someone joins the server and they have a
Yeah,
space
yeah.
to build in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of annoying because it's like
There it is.
nothing that would be built there would have the same theme as the rest of your high street.
Yeah.
So it'd look a bit random, like I guess the city started out looking, but
Yeah. And I'm somewhat okay with that. And I think get this out of here. I think what I've tried to do with the street is implement a lot of different types of buildings, but they are all types of buildings that are realistic to what you would see in a British high street. So it's still
right.
matching a theme. They're different styles, but it's all within the same theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be sacrificing probably the total like look of it. But it would be nice, and I think maybe I guess my idea with building as many buildings as I have is I've given a lot of different ideas to maybe inspire other people to do something similar. And they don't have to do the exact same build, but they can look at the ideas and maybe it'll inspire them to do something similar, but with their own twist or a completely different idea. Just to have something there. Um, and because yeah, sometimes it's hard for people to build when it's literally endless options.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I need my moss, so I'm gonna keep going here. Beautiful. But I think I'm gonna build the buildings that I currently have designed for, which is a bank and 6 other houses. I'm gonna build those on there, and then I'm gonna switch over and do the cathedral. Finish that boy. Oh my
Are
eye.
you gonna put? I missed it. Are you putting villagers in the public library?
Yes. Yep. So I'm gonna put librarians in the public library, and I'm gonna put what do you call them? Blacksmiths or weaponsmiths and armorsmiths. I'm gonna put them in the bank, so you can go to my iron farm, get all the iron you want, then go over to the bank and swap it for diamonds, and then go across the street and get enchanted items.
Nice.
And then you got everything you'd ever need, ever. Okay, I think I'm just gonna start by, I'm just gonna get rid of everything. I'm gonna tear it all out. And I'm gonna drop it down one layer to the cobblestone path. And yeah, it should look pretty nice. I think I can also do this. Start with here. Oops. Whoops.
Do you have any plans for the big blank space where the old iron farm used to be now?
Ooh, no, that's a good question. No, there is. I mean, there's a ton of space out here in between my house and the high street.
Yeah.
What I was thinking we might do. Yeah, I've got nothing really planned. It says it's a lot of flat space, so like we could do a lot of stuff with it. Dan says totally fine if we cover up the giant hole, which I think we might do. It's just hideous. If we covered up the hole, That'll just make even more space and more room. And what we could do out here is put a bit of a grid layout for other stuff, or we could just make it farmland. We can make a cute little farmland out there.
Pretty nice.
It'd be kind of fun. The easy one, fill it with wheat. Yeah, nicey. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, we could just do rolling hills of wheat. But then eventually, you gotta think long term. Eventually, we'll be building and need more places to build stuff. So we could just put like redstone farms out here. I don't know. I would like, because the thing is with my plan with the off-brand city, once all the plots are filled in that I currently have sketched out, it's gonna be like a complete perfect ecosystem. Like everything's gonna be inside this little rectangle. And after that, I don't have any ideas. So yeah, if you have any ideas, hit me up. Well, I definitely want to improve the pathway going out to the mini game district.
Yeah, need some good trees and kind of foliage and stuff.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna start tearing up. I'm gonna need my. Oh gosh. Oh golly. What another really good project would be is to get a wither skull farm. That would be a really good project, dude. Once you have a wither skull farm, you have endless amounts of wither skulls, and you can just have a ridiculous amount of beacons, and that really is like when you look at people's servers, you can rate their progress based on if they've gotten to the level of a wither skull farm yet or not.
Is there a place to get blaze rods?
Blaze rods, yes.
Things to make ender chests with.
Yeah. Do you need blaze rods for ender chests? I thought it was an ender pearl.
Great question. Ender chest recipe. Why is that? Oh, that's what. Because I need an ender pearl.
Oh yes, and you need a ender. Sorry, you need a blaze rod for ender. Eye of ender. Yeah, so to get those, you go to the Nether and you find a fortress, one of them big fortresses, and there'll be blazes just all throughout it. In fact, you can find a blaze spawner, and you can just farm them straight from there.
I don't have one of those marked out anywhere, do we? Secretly?
Back in early game, I had one that I was using that I had like sectioned off, but I haven't been there in ages. So, but there's gonna be one very close to spawn. I'm sure if you just walk around or fly around. But you're not on Elytra gang, are you?
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
Good.
I just hate going into the Nether because I always die with my Elytra and it falls in the lava.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, feel that. Well, you can always so like if you do find a fortress easily and you're worried you're gonna die, you can throw down one of those save points. I forget what they call them.
Yeah.
And then you can put a chest there with a compass in it, one of those blue compasses.
Right.
And assuming you don't fall in lava, you'll be good. But if you fall in lava, none of that matters. So.
Yeah. That's different than like the pig fortresses.
Yes. Yeah, the pig fortresses are called bastions. The Nether Fortresses are the ones with the wither skeletons and the blaze and the magma cubes. And they also have skeletons in there. It's also, those structures are like one of the oldest structures in Minecraft, and it's still the biggest structures in Minecraft. The biggest randomly generated structure in Minecraft. Which was always Notch's idea. Notch's idea for the future of Minecraft. He had a lot of ideas, but one of the biggest ones was he was wanting Minecraft to almost work like levels. So as you progress in the game, you would have enough gear to enter a different part of the game that was still randomly, procedurally generated. And we see a hint of that with the Nether Fortress. You know, it's very, very random and huge. And when you're inside the fortress, it's like you're playing a whole different game. It's all about the tunnels, and it's more like you're playing like Doom or something, Doom 3D or whatever. And that was his idea of like the future of Minecraft. It was all about the fighting and the gameplay with randomly generated structures. And I guess he just didn't realize how passionate people were about the actual creativity part. He thought people would be more into the gameplay part. But nobody cared about the gameplay. Except my brother. My brother was super into it. He was very disappointed when Notch sold out to Microsoft. Also, what's up with the voting this year? It's gonna be hosted in a server. But like that's gonna be one way to vote. Is actually in the game. That looks interesting. It's on Bedrock, but I do have Bedrock downloaded, so I could just jump in there. Have you played Bedrock before?
Is there not? No.
It's goofy. Is there not what?
Is there not a way to vote outside of a server then?
Yes. Yep. So there's 3 ways of voting, but it's looking like the only people that can vote are people who have a copy of Minecraft, which I thought was kind of interesting. I kind of like it. So you can vote doing that. You can vote in the game launcher, and you can vote on their website. So on Minecraft, whatever. But I believe you have to log in to vote.
Right.
That way they can just kind of keep track of votes. So 1 vote per account, basically. So if you have like 150 accounts of Minecraft, it still wouldn't matter because there's gonna be thousands of people voting, but still.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a joke. Like the sniffer is gonna win by. He's easily gonna get more votes than the other 2 combined. I would say like maybe even triple or quadruple what the other ones get combined. Because I've seen some polls on how people are planning on voting, and the polls suggest that the sniffer is gonna win with 75% of votes. What do you think about the mobs? Which one are you gonna vote for?
I mean the sniffer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know nothing about the lore of Minecraft mobs, but it does just seem quite cool that it can bring in new flowers.
Yeah.
Which is what's intrigued me.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, when it, I mean, everybody is looking for something different in Minecraft. I was surprised that actually there are some people that are gonna vote for the Rascal, and for me, the Rascal looks like the worst mob ever designed because its
Yeah.
only purpose is to feature a little mini game. And at this point in my Minecraft career, uh, I really don't care about gameplay. Like, it's not even really fun to me anymore. It's just very satisfying to build things. And so when I see that something's being added, I want some sort of block to be added or something that I can use to build
Yeah.
with. So yeah, more flowers. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, yep, that's what I'm voting for.
'Cause apparently, I've seen people talking about the tough golem can be potentially used in like redstone type stuff or in decoration.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's above my.
Well, the thing with the tough golem is, and I guess the same with the rascal. It's too confusing to know for sure if it's gonna work
Yeah, exactly.
and how it's gonna work, because like, you know, in my Optimus brain, when I see the tough golem, I'm like, oh, that's sick. It's gonna be able to display items, and it's gonna come with a block that displays items permanently, and that's a new block. And I have all these ideas in my head about how, if you right click it with an axe or something, it stays in place forever, so you don't have to worry about it messing around. But we don't know all that. We have no idea how it's going to work or not. The sniffer we can get behind because we have a pretty good idea of how it's going to work because it's not that complicated. It's literally just going to sniff flowers. So it's the safer option, I think, and that's why a lot of people are into it. And same with the rascal. It's like we're not sure what items he's going to give us. Is it literally only ever going to be an enchanted iron pickaxe?
Right.
That's terrible.
That seems like the worst kind of selling point.
Yeah. Yeah, big no on that one. But the sniffer, it's got everything going for it. It has at least two variations that we know about. Size variations, the small version and the big version. It's possibly going to come with new flowers. That's another thing, is if you go back and you watch the announcement, they don't promise a new flower variant. They say it might. Yeah, that's the sad thing. So, but that being said, people are still going to vote for it because of the lore.
Yeah.
I would.
In chat. Sorry, I need redstone help. Can a piston not move? A sticky piston not move a redstone block? It's moved it up, but it's not retracting.
Probably because it's being powered. It's probably because it's being powered by the.
Not being powered.
Oh.
When it's extended, is the redstone block powering it?
I would say so. I'm terrible at redstone. Is E still here? E, you're better at redstone. E is basically, he's everything in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Very knowledgeable. Alright, so what, with this block?
So, yeah. So if you hit the
button, I see.
It powers, so it pushes it up. Then when you hit it again, it unpowers, and it doesn't retract.
Oh, that's goofy. Yeah, I think maybe. Oh gosh.
And when you
I don't know. It must be glitched out and powering.
It does that.
Okay, that's. Yeah, so it's just the redstone block is glitching it out. That's goofy. With
Somehow,
skeletons, with skeleton farms are super easy to do now. You just need obsidian for the portals. Oh, awesome! I'll have to look into that. Everything, even a heavy procrastinator, sadly. Do you see what we're dealing with this redstone block? Is it what we think it is, and it's just glitching out the redstone block? Or is there a simple fix to that? Alright, time to get grinding. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I need some of that beacon. I need that beacon, brother. Another thing I could do if I got wither skulls is I could sell beacons for cheap cash money.
that would be nice.
There's a ton of gravel.
Or two.
Yeah, I could definitely use beacons. We could just install beacons everywhere. Oh, whoops. Beacon City. Dan currently has 2 beacons he just keeps over at his end base. Just chill there. Those are the ones I sold to him, actually. Alright. How you doing on iron? You need more iron?
Sure do.
You know where to find it.
I may have confiscated some as Lauren was deconstructing the tower yesterday.
I figured. Well, that's alright. That's the thing about iron is there will always be a market for it.
Yeah, that's...
The one who controls the iron controls the world.
Because that was my... I don't know if I should tell you this because you're going to start selling black ink now. But the iron farm was how I was trading to get emeralds to buy anything. And then I figured out that all the Dumbledore dudes, they buy black ink.
Oh, they do?
I discovered your ink farm the other day that was like mega stocked full.
So that's a way better, way better. Or do you get more emeralds that way?
No, I think the iron still does. It's like 4 iron for a emerald, and it's like 7 black ink for an emerald.
Oh, nice. Nice.
See, when people like use the word quasi connectivity and they talk about redstone, I'm just like, I don't.
What in the heck does that mean?
I don't think
the thing that let us use flying machines, but no pistons pushing a redstone block up upside. So yeah, it's a bug. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, it's just a word to describe what we just encountered. So just think of it like that. I don't think it's anything more than that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Redstone is the worst.
So quasi, I believe quasi refers to something that, okay. Hey Siri, what's the definition of quasi?
Quasi means apparently, but not really, seemingly.
Yeah. So it's apparently but not really is what quasi means. So it's the piston was being powered but not really because it's a glitch. That's all that means.
And yeah, I'm trying to. There's 2 lamps, and I'm trying to do like it swaps back and forth between lamp 1 or lamp 2 every time you hit a button.
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured out the on-off switch. I can't figure out how to make the signal swap between the 2. I did it on a creative world, but I did it. There was an extra block space, and so I could stack redstone torches, which did it. But in this world, I've shortened it by 1 block, and so it's throwing everything off. So I'm trying to invent a new way of doing it.
Yeah, you're trying to
I'm about to
problem
get
solve.
back to
Redo
what I was
everything.
doing before.
Let me come look at it so you can see what it looks like. Can I see the space again? Yep. Yes, sir. Okay. So this right here?
Fine. Yeah. So I was thinking I'd move the redstone block up and down to either power a lamp up there, power lamp down here.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I need some way to move a piston up and down that either powers one and turns the other off, or turns the other off and powers this one on. And I don't
Yeah.
know how to do that.
I'm sure there's a very simple way to do it. The way that I'm thinking of.
Isn't there a thing where like the redstone travels through a block into something?
Could you put a non-sticky piston, one below it and one above it, and then just shift the block that way? So whenever you power it,
I tried that
so
on
complicated.
Test World.
Did you?
Like piston, block, piston, but if they fire at the same time, they don't move the block or
Yeah.
something. It was doing
Yeah.
things.
Okay. Yeah, because we almost need. So we need an action that when it is triggered, it alternates between orange and purple light. That's what we're looking to do.
Originally, what I was doing was doing like a redstone torch ladder, kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
It'd literally just power on the redstone torch, which would turn the other off. But because it's an odd number and not an even number, they both go on at the same time.
Ah, right. Okay.
Or if it was an odd number, one could be on, one could be off. Or an even number, I mean.
Yeah, an even number.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you might just try doing it back to even. Do you have room for that?
No. Because I also made the roof one block shorter, but I mean, I'll squeeze it in.
I think, yeah. So the orange light needs to go up one block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work. I mean, yeah, you'll have to change the roof, but yeah. Sorry, I had to go for a moment. What's the objective with the lights? Okay, so E. The idea is that we need an action. So when an action happens, when the light is powered, every time it's powered, it needs to alternate between the orange light and the purple light. So that's all we're doing. So just some sort of system that every time you flip it, it'll be purple, and then the next time you flip it, it'll be orange. So it's an alternating switch.
Wait, why is it?
Did it power on without the redstone? What the heck? This is beyond my knowledge. I bet. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work once now that you have the proportions correct.
No, I just need to.
You said perfect. Yeah, so having them one right next to the other just makes it to where they would both be powered at the same time. Having them 2 blocks apart should make it to where they can alternate.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense to me. Does that make sense, E? Are we thinking correctly?
It's become redstone spaghetti.
See, someone made Minecraft and Minecraft with redstone.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like the Matrix or Inception. It's like Minecraftception. I remember when Freels was on. His entire job was creating farms, and then because his farms were so massive, just all of his stuff was free, and it was just me and him playing. So
Yeah.
but it was so nice because I'd be building something, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I made a wood farm, so we never have to get wood ever again, ever." I was like, "Oh nice." So then my building productivity just like skyrocketed because I no longer had to do any resource gathering. It was so nice. But that is just a completely different hustle altogether.
Yeah, that's
Because like it's so rare to find someone who genuinely enjoys making redstone stuff. Redstone stuff to that degree, like that big. Like I don't mind doing it as like part of a build, like maybe doing like a fun door, like a redstone door or something. But yeah, dab will do ya. This courtyard's gonna look fabulous. But it sounds like the Wither Skeleton farm is easier than ever now, so I should hop on that. That'd be really nice to have. Sell some beacons. I hope Isaac starts selling stuff.
Do you have things to sell?
I don't think so. But maybe one day.
I think I figured it out.
Nice.
Ugly.
Do you have like a vacuum cleaner running at your house there?
No, that would just be my laptop's fan.
Oh.
Sounds like a airplane taking off.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Well, that's good. Keep your laptop cool, that's important. My laptop, when I'm playing some games, can get up to 95 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yikes.
Not great. I don't know, like, that's a ridiculous amount of heat. I don't know how it's able to function.
Boil out some pasta.
Well, I have it elevated and the fan's like full torque, but still it gets up to 95. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna sleep real quick. I follow this Minecraft page on Instagram. One of the best pages ever. It's just called Minecraft palettes, color palettes for free, and it's literally just I think he did 8 blocks, so it'll just be a picture of 8 blocks, and it'll be a specific palette. So if you're just like brain dead and can't think of a good palette, I just pull up that account and just scroll through for a little bit and be like, oh, it looks good. It's really, really nice because just color is something I really have to work on, man. It's just not a natural gift for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what eventually I'd love to experiment more with the colors and block palettes and not just build stuff out of 3 different variations of stone.
Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised what you can, what blocks you can use that work and look really nice. Okay, E sent me a picture on Discord. Let me check it out. Okay,
Yeah.
he sent me a picture of a switch that might work for us. That's probably what you already currently have. Let me see. Okay, this is what we're currently working with. Is it working for you, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay, his is just 1 block apart.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make it an odd number.
Oh.
I guess, yeah, if it's 1
Yeah.
block apart to be an even.
Yeah. Okay, so what he has is kind of what I
Like, is the orange, like, here?
yeah, I can send you a picture of it. But basically, yeah, it was what I was thinking of, and what you had told me you had tried about shifting it between 2 pistons. But he has a block between the piston and the redstone, so it doesn't have that quasi stuff. And so he's shifting between those 2 blocks that way. I'll send you a picture. Sent you on Facebook. Boink. Yeah, it's nice. It's weird how you, like, in order to get... I mean, I don't remember exactly the lamp position. Yeah. It's good to know all these quirky little rules about the properties of different blocks in Minecraft. But it's one of those things, like, you have to stay up on, because they also change a lot. Back works, or he figured out another way. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the way that he has should work with a
that would fit
odd
my
number.
build better.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, okay. So you can push redstone that's between blocks, but not redstone itself. Okay.
Yes. Learn something new every day. Thanks, E.
Back to the draw. Love it.
I'm gonna have a ton of mossy cobblestone to use. I do like that. Oh, and tough.
What do you use tough for? Like the most worthless block, I think.
It's just like a yeah, texturing. That's all I've ever used it for is texturing with cobblestone and gravel. I do like the color of it, I really do, but it's a bit too noisy of a texture to build something entirely out of. So yeah, it usually ends up being just a texture block. I do wish that Minecraft put in more blocks that follow that same rule of what I was telling you about, how like sand and dirt do, where they have 4 orientations and it's randomized, so that it looks better when you have a giant wall, flat wall, because your eye naturally picks up those repeating patterns, especially in cobblestone. And I mean, it's really easy. That mechanic is already in the game, so you could do that with some blocks. I mean, obviously not like stone brick, but you could. I mean, technically you could do it with all. So like even a stone brick has some pixels that are different, and you could even have like one side of the brick has a crack or a pixel that's off, that's slightly lower than the other. And if you have 4 slight variations of sides, and then that is procedurally randomized, then when you make a stone brick wall, it would have to look better than what it is now. So that's what I'm asking Mojang. Next update: procedurally generated smooth textures for all of your blocks, please. It'd be extremely simple. You wouldn't have to do any more coding. You just have to drag and paste your coding from your other blocks. And then, well, okay, you would have to create 3 new variation textures on all your blocks. So it is a lot of work. But it's not like new concepts that aren't already in the game, is what I'm saying.
Also, like, they could procedurally generate that using like AI or something, and
That's true. That's true.
A few seconds.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. It'd look really, really nice. Yeah, it would just make everything look better. And it wouldn't be going against the code of Minecraft looking blocky. You'd still have the same blocks. It still looked like Minecraft. It just, those flat surfaces would start to look a little bit better. And another thing I think they should do. This is my dream update. If they implemented a new tool, right? Because we've had the same tools since forever. If they put in a new tool like maybe, what would they call it? Like a crafting hammer, like a hammer. Just a hammer. And you don't have to have any variations of it. It should be made out of wood or something. And it'd be called like a crafting hammer or something. And basically with that thing is you could, on certain blocks, if you go up to them and you right click it, it alternates the positions of that block. For example, slabs. If you go up to a slab and hit it with your hammer, your construction hammer, it flips the slab on its side. Depending on your orientation, it flips in that direction, just like a trapdoor. And then with stairs, hit stairs and it it turns on its side, so it's a corner. I wouldn't use that nearly as much as I'd use slabs, so that wouldn't be that necessary. But there's all sorts of things you could do. So you could do like you could use it on fence blocks, and it would give you like an alternate variation of a fence. So it'd just be a slightly different design. You could use it on walls. You could even use it on like any block around. You could go by and hit it with that tool, and it gives you a slightly different variation of that block. So even if you broke it up and picked it up, it would still look like that block. But when you place it down and hit it with the hammer, it would have a slight variation of that block. I think that would be extremely useful for builders. The stuff that you could do, and it would be very simple. It's not like gonna break the engine, I don't think. It's very, very simple. But that simple tool would make, like, the amount of new stuff you could build with just that simple tool would be insane.
Pretty sure I've seen like it must be a mod or something that has something like that. That you need to stick at something and it changes the orientation or the pattern or.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's mods that are similar to that.
That'd be very cool.
I know for one of the things that supposedly Notch was wanting to implement when he owned Minecraft was the chisel tool. And the chisel, this is one of those things that, like, if you were to implement it, it would break the game. It's just too ridiculous. But basically, the chisel allowed you to redesign any block. So in game, you use a chisel on a block, and you can take away pixel by pixel of the block that you're working with. And so you can reshape the block into like a, you know, an hourglass if you wanted to.
Okay.
And I think that would absolutely break the game. Just too much information.
Good news is E is a genius, and
Did you get it working?
this works perfectly. Yeah.
Excellent.
This is exactly what I needed.
Perfect. Thanks, E. That's a big help.
So much better.
Well, I just realized that 5 minutes left on our stream. So sad. Gonna have to finish the courtyard after stream. I guess Thursday nights is just a busy night for a lot of kiddos. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says perfect. Yes, sir. He is very knowledgeable. Yeah, I need to start using more tough in my builds because it is a really nice texture. It's a very unusual texture. Good luck with Red Sony says it can be amazing or horrible. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Done. Now we just gotta add in our little drop down thingamajiggy. And well, I think I'll put in a sidewalk, a pavement around the circle, and then I'll put in the base. So this guy put some dirt. So when I was making my new iron farm, I had to work out a couple kinks because the golems were spawning outside of the area I wanted them to spawn in. So
Got them to only spawn in the building.
yeah, well, there's you gain a lot of knowledge just watching videos on the mechanics of mobs in Minecraft. So I watched a video on the spawn properties of golems, and I found that where the villagers are located, they can spawn within any block that is 6 blocks away from that point. So basically what I did is I put the villagers underground so that the only spawnable location is a 1 block area that's 6 blocks above them in this little water pool. But it took some testing to figure that out. And then even once I did that, nothing was spawning in. I was like, what in the world? Turns out there is a little tiny cave underground. And there's a golem just chilling in this little tiny cave underground. So I killed him and filled it up, and now it works fine. How silly is that?
Yeah, I had an Enderman spawn in like a little tiny cave under my shop, and I just heard him and could not find it anywhere. I just dug around until I went towards the noise and eventually found him in a little tunnel.
I'm really not bothered with mobs. Like, I as long as they're not in my way, because I stay pretty busy and I sleep as soon as nighttime comes. I'm really not bothered with them, which means I typically leave huge portions just completely unmob proofed. But it's so unsatisfying mob proofing something because it's so random. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You just have to light up the area very randomly. I hate it. It's miserable. I don't want to think about it, so I just cover it up. But yeah, underneath the high street is just mob city.
I definitely hear so much noise as I'm walking along the path.
Yeah. Well, that's what Lauren is for. She can
Lauren's job, yeah.
she can mob proof that for us. She's real good at that. So. Oh yeah, I also bought a bunch of candles from Lauren's shop. Put in some black candles at the library here.
Yeah, I noticed that. I love how they're black, but then the top of them is orange from the candlelight.
Yeah,
I think
it's nice, right?
So cool.
It matches the color palette and it matches the nether brick. Speaking of nether brick, thinking about using that as the floor of my library. Do you have a lot of nether brick?
I think there's like 3 in the upstairs.
Hey, how we doing on coal?
Currently, that's what I'm running around looking for because I cannot find any.
Yeah. So if we did a wither skeleton farm, that not only do they drop skulls, but they also drop just a ridiculous amount of coal. So that's another reason to do that. I think we need to hop on that. E's recommended we do a mob switch. I've never done one before. It sounds complicated. We can definitely give it a go. It would be smart to do, especially in this chunk. But also, doesn't a mob switch only work in one chunk? And that's like hardly any space, is it? Or is it within? So a mob switch, I believe, is it's a I don't know, a machine. No, it's a device that you make in game where you cram you basically you reach the mob limit by forcing spawn rates of a certain mob. In this case, it would I guess it'd have to be hostile mobs, and you force them to only works in all the world. Oh, nice, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'm not sure entirely about the mechanics, but I believe it has something to do with you reach the mob cap and the mob limit, and then no other mobs can spawn. And with the wardens now, is super easy to do. Oh, does it involve wardens? I'll look it up. So, Wither Skelly Farm, mob switch. But at the same time, doing a mob switch, I feel like I've never put a big importance on it, because I feel like there should be danger in Minecraft survival.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the fact that there's occasionally zombies and random creepers blowing stuff up. I kind of like that.
That's the only way I know how to get string or bone meal.
Yeah, we have a string farm.
I did discover that the other day.
Mm-hmm. All right, I better hop off. We are a couple minutes over here. And how do I get on top of this? Whatever, that's fine. Oops. There we go. All right, thanks for joining us, E. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, maybe I'll be finished with all my plans on the high street. I don't know. I'm planning on working a lot this weekend, so we'll see. Maybe I can at least get the bank done. I'm almost happy with the design I have in creative, but still working on it. So, let you guys know. But yeah, that was it for the stream. Library looking fresh. Really happy with the roof design, and hopefully the bank turns out just as good. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate you, E. Have a good rest of your week, man. Talk to you later. Adios.